Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news with Louise Huber begins now.
Good evening. First tonight, a Tasmanian mother in social housing has made a heartbreaking plea for respect. Diane has spent months fighting for someone to take responsibility after her home and belongings were trashed during repairs.
After Diane's home suffered water damage last year, Homes Tasmania arranged a contractor to repair the walls.
I come home to a house that was covered in plaster paint that was all over the furniture.
Paint marks across curtains, couches and clothing, bed sheets ruined, even her daughter's laptop damaged. And to make matters worse, they hadn't even finished the job.
The contractor himself told me, in his words was, the painter said my house was filthy and cluttered, to why it was left that way. That was heart-wrenching, like seriously heart-wrenching.
Diane spent 4 months trying to find answers from Homes Tasmania, the contractor and the state government. They've accepted responsibility but done little more than that.
You're doing this because I'm in social housing? You don't treat people like that. I deserve to be treated with more respect. I'm just like everybody else.
The only repair work Diane's been able to get done is a steam cleaning of the couch, but you can still see paint marks here. She's also gotten some new curtains, but they don't even fit the windows.
Homes Tasmania has said, yes, we acknowledge that's not great. The contractor has acknowledged that's the problem, but they're not doing anything to actually resolve their shoddy workmanship.
The Housing Minister has apologised to Diane, saying a meeting with her would be held on Monday to resolve the situation. In the last year, the monthly average of work orders being completed on social houses has dropped from more than 2,800 to just over 1,800. Only 90% are being completed within the benchmark time frame.
My office is inundated with complaints about a lack of maintenance across the social housing portfolio.
The Minister says all housing providers regularly inspect conditions and engage contractors to conduct maintenance works. Josh Duggan, 7 Tasmania News.
Police are tonight searching for a person in relation to a wounding incident at a bus stop in Rokeby this afternoon. Emergency services were called to the scene near the intersection of South Arm Road and Church Street just after 1 o'clock. A man was taken to the Royal Hobart Hospital with a knife wound to his abdomen. Police believe the two are known to each other. Anyone with information is asked to contact Crime Stoppers. Meanwhile, 4 people are facing charges over drug, firearm and wildlife offences following a police operation on Flinders Island earlier this week. Several search warrants were executed on the island, with authorities seizing a crop of cannabis plants and other drug-related items. One man will face cannabis cultivation, firearms and wildlife offences. Another person on cannabis possession and sales, while 2 other people will face minor drug offences. The Festivali party is back in full force, with thousands of patrons spilling into Launceston's City Park. Showcasing Tasmania's quality produce and an impressive live music lineup, the event has made a roaring return after a 3-year hiatus.
The Festivali festivities continued to roll on in a soaked City Park, but nothing could rain on the parade of punters. Because the biggest party in town is back and better than ever before.
Incredible. So last night, just looking at the crowd out there, really enjoying the entertainment and the great food and beverages. You know, we've come back with a vengeance and people have been waiting a long time.
The Living End headlining day 1, with thousands packing City Park last night.
This is the first time that the event's ever been a complete sellout. We've stepped it up with the entertainment and the food offerings.
More than 60 stall holders will showcase the best of Tasmania's fabulous food and fine wine, with some celebrating their first Festivali.
Amazing turnout with our first Festivali. We celebrated our 6-month birthday this week, so it's a great way to make a splash and celebrate here with the community.
Fantastic. I think I want to be here next year as well and the year after. I think it's beautiful. Very good experience.
And with more than 28,000 patrons across 3 days, keeping up with demand has proved a challenge.
Very busy. can see my face. Last night was very, very, very busy. We got a queue, was up there, and very happy.
With locals and returning interstate revellers enjoying all that's on offer.
Definitely the tempura mushrooms, they're great, yep, and all the chips.
I've been at Festivali now since 2009 every year except 2020.
So you travel every year?
Oh yes, book my tickets for the first week of February every year.
Tonight, Sneaky Sound System will pump up the crowds with some popular throwbacks, followed by Brisbane-based band Shepherd, who will have thousands saying Geronimo. McKenna Bailey, 7 Tasmania News.
A fully laden milk tanker has flipped in Georgetown, blocking Bridport Road. The incident happened at about 1:30 this afternoon. Police say there were no reports of any spillage or injuries. Diversions remain in place at both sides of the site. A newly built house at Cygnet has gone on display with its sale going towards an important cause. Built from scratch by generous locals, it will help a popular football player on the road to recovery from a tragic accident.
He might never live in it, but this home has already made an impact on Ryan Wiggins and his family.
It's amazing what the community and everyone being involved has built. It's a magnificent house.
It's an absolutely beautiful home. They've done an amazing job.
Its eventual sale helping him bounce back from tragedy. An accident in 2021 left Ryan, who played footy for Cygnet, paralysed from the neck down. The club in town swinging into action.
We had a lot of local builders and people in the building trade who come up with the idea of building a house and selling it so the proceeds could go to support Ryan.
A year's worth of planning and hard work going on show today. The open house offering potential buyers a look inside.
Has a lot on offer for people being on the Bayside and a size township that a lot of people get to see everybody that they know.
Cygnet runs through its foundations. From the timber to the turf, the land to the lounge room, dozens of local companies and residents donated their time and material.
We'd be talking weeks of their time that they give up, and some of that's in their own work time. You know, a lot of it's happened on weekends.
I think that they've done something like this for me is, something very, very, very special.
Funds raised will help support Ryan's recovery, including travelling for therapy not available in Tasmania. He set a goal to walk again and is making progress.
I'm getting a lot stronger and starting to notice some small minor changes, but it's just a really slow process.
Everyone involved has no doubt whoever buys this property will understand and appreciate the love, time and effort that's gone into turning this plot of land not only into someone's dream home, but also a tool to give someone in need of vital support.
I think they'll know how special it is and what the house did go towards.
Cygnet's got a long history of contributing to people in times of need, and the football club's no different in that regard.
John Hunt, 7 Tasmania News.
There's a spiritual awakening happening in Hobart. Sonara Yoga Studio opened today in the CBD, holding a taster day for those looking to try the practice.
You don't have to be experienced to reap the benefits. So no matter what age or fitness level, yoga has the power to strengthen the body, to calm the mind and to bring harmony to the heart.
Sonara is Spanish for Will Hill. Tasmanian seaweed is the focus of a new burger being touted as the world's first sustainable beef patty. Sea Forest, based in Triabunna, is one company feeding its grass-fed cows the seaweed, which reduces methane emissions.
This is a conversation about climate change, and this is actual tangible action around the reducing emissions, and it's a world first.
Unfortunately, Tasmanians will have to travel to taste it though. It's being rolled out to more than 60 grilled burger restaurants on the mainland. The Jack Jumpers NBL Finals hopes are currently on the line in Wollongong. Needing a win to secure their playoff position, Tasmania made a fast start, helped along by some poor Illawarra Hawks defending. Will Magnay also having an early highlight.
Rolling to the hook and throwing it down. Gives him a look too.
An 11.20 first quarter blitz, giving the Jack Jumpers a 25-15 quarter time lead. At half time, the Jack Jumpers lead 46-35. Competitors in tomorrow's Hobart Ironman 70.3 are set to take part in an Australian first. Preparations continued today with the transition station opened for people to place their bikes ahead of the gruelling race. Situated inside PW1, it's the first event in the country to have an indoor station. The pro men will be first in the water at 6:25 tomorrow morning, with the pro women following a minute later. Winners are expected to cross the finish line at around 10 a.m.
Good evening. 22 was the state's top today in Devonport, Burnie 21, 19 in Hobart, Launceston 16, 20 across Lowhead and St Helens, Flinders Island 19 and 16 in Strawn. On the close-up, cloudy conditions are seen over Tasmania. Further out, a band of cloud and thunderstorms extends from Cape York through Queensland and down to New South Wales. Tomorrow shows a cold front slowly approaching Tasmania from the west. West to southwesterly winds tomorrow, 15 to 25 knots, swells up to 3 metres in the west and south and up to 1 metre in the north. A gale warning is current for the east coast and a strong wind warning for Storm Bay, Central Plateau Lakes, the west coast, Flinders Island and southeast coast. Tomorrow's forecast now: Hobart and Ooze, partly cloudy and 23, mostly sunny in Richmond. In the north, Launceston 27, sunny in Devonport, 25 in Deloraine. Burnie tomorrow, partly cloudy, 20 across Strawn and Curry. St Helens and Swansea, sunny and 23 and partly cloudy in Whitemark. The UV forecast is very high 10s across the state. Looking ahead to the 3-day forecast now: Monday, fine apart from showers about the west and south. Tuesday, light showers in the west, clearing in the afternoon. And Wednesday, showers in the north, fine elsewhere. Capital cities 35 and mostly sunny in Perth tomorrow. Adelaide 25 and partly cloudy in Brisbane. And currently Hobart 16 and mostly cloudy, Launceston 18 and Devonport 17 and partly cloudy. That's all for weather tonight, Lou.
Wonderful, thanks for that, Jackie. And that's all your news for this Saturday evening. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We will see you again tomorrow. Have a lovely evening.